Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at an article from the New York Post. Now, this was published on May 1st. It's written by Stephen Nelson. And makes you wonder what Biden has to worry about, okay, what he's trying to hide. Because look at this. Biden doesn't want Senate record opened due to speeches I've made. What's in those speeches? Who are these speeches to? Are they to, these behind-the-scenes money men who, buy off politicians? Are they to groups where he said, for fuck's sake, could it have been like, because he was friends with Senator Byrd? Could it have been like at a KKK fucking rally? We don't know what the fuck he's worried about. And I think it's more than just his speeches he's worried about. Because this is stuff that should be publicly available. This should not be in question, okay? The fact that these things are made, a record of things he said and done in his position as a member of the Senate, it should be a matter of public record. End all be all, no question. That's how it should be. Public record, plain and simple. Anyway, let's get into the article here. Joe Biden's comments that he doesn't want to open up his Senate records, in part because of speeches I've made, has attracted the attention of Republicans and President Trump's re-election campaign. That should catch the attention of just about anyone, because it's like, he's got something to fucking worry about, something he doesn't want people to know about. He's got something to hide. But see, no one wants to look at that fact, just in general, especially, people on the left, people in establishment media, because that should worry them, especially with, especially at this particular moment, when you have, the allegations that are going around that he does, him not wanting his record hidden. I mean, his record to see the light of day and to keep it hidden should raise a lot of red flags. He is basically saying, if what I've done as a member of Congress, as a member of the Senate, gets released to the public, I am fucked. That's what he's saying there. Anyway, let's continue on here. The presumptive Democratic presidential nominee's statement came on MSNBC Friday morning as he denied a sexual assault allegation of a former Senate aide, Tara Reade, which Google Play tried to cover up by removing the episode of Larry King Live where her mother called in. And then Snopes tried to say that it didn't happen, all right, by basically saying CNN didn't remove it. Yet Google Play Store did remove it, and people actually have a physical fucking screenshot record of the video being there prior to them removing it. I mean, this is the type of shit. They're literally trying to cover for a fucking pervert, a creepy fucker who can't keep his hands to himself, okay? They're trying to cover up for his shit, and he's going, I don't want my congressional record released to the public. This should worry any average fucking American. I don't care what side of the false left-right paradigm you're on, okay? Doesn't matter. If he's acting like this and they're literally, covering up shit like her mother calling into Larry King Live, which backs her story, when there's smoke, there's fire. Okay, they try to say with like Kavanaugh, there was smoke. There was no fucking smoke. They were literally there with matches, okay, that kept blowing out, going, see the smoke? See the smoke? See the smoke? But there's actual fucking smoke here. And they're avoiding it like the bubonic fucking plague. They would want to have a fucking pervert in office. They would rather have a pervert in office than a guy like Trump because he's the big, mean, evil orange man. That just goes to show the maturity and intellectual levels of these fucking people. That they would allow for, especially when he has dementia, for Christ's sake. When his marbles are fucking slipping out. And like the lights on type situation is becoming like a dull haze, all right, and it's just a flicker. The glass is glazing over it, and there's just a flicker of fucking light going on when you look in his eyes. I mean, he's denying this, and then it's just ridiculous. He's denying the allegations and then saying, I don't want my record made public, which should be public record anyways, because it's from when he was a senator. The specific quote was highlighted on Twitter by Andrew Clark, the rapid response director of Trump's re-election campaign. "What's Biden hiding?" wrote former Breitbart editor Raheem Kassam. Kimberly Guilfoyle, a Trump campaign advisor and girlfriend of the president's eldest son, Donald Trump Jr., also noted her concern. Anyone should be fucking concerned about this, and they're just literally trying to put the focus on the fact that it's Trump's people. It's ridiculous. That should be like red flag fucking, like raised, fucking flapping in the wind, right in your face, smacking you in the head as they're doing it type shit. Americans deserve to know the truth about what happened between Tara Reade and Joe Biden. They also deserve to know what else Joe Biden is hiding, the former Fox News host wrote on Twitter. Yeah, we have a right to know as the American public. He's a public official. All those things are being recorded because of him being a public official. That means it's public record. We have a right to fucking have access to it. It is that simple. Yet they want to hide the shit. That should worry you. Biden's reference to speeches came as he explained why he would not ask the University of Delaware to review records that it holds from his 36 years in Senate in the interest of transparency over the Reade allegations. He just doesn't want them exposed in general because he knows there's a lot of shit in there that he said that could come back to bite him in the fucking ass. There are a lot of things, of speeches I've made, positions I've taken, interviews that I did oversee with people, all of those things related to my job, and the idea that they would be all made public while I was running for a public office, they can be really taken out of context, Biden said. For example, when I met with Putin, or when I met with whomever, oh my God, no, that would not be taken out of fucking context. See, this is how worried he is about his public fucking record, which the American people have a right to see. We have a right to have access to. He does not want the sheeple to see what the shit that's come out of his mouth, okay? What he's written in correspondence, because he knows it will fuck him up one wall and down the other and then sideways. And that should make you go, huh. If he is that worried about what should be something that I or anyone else should be able to go and get access to and look at, because it isn't like it's his private correspondence or anything like that. Okay, this is stuff that he's done in his position as a senator. If he doesn't want you seeing that, there's something to worry about. Because we should have the right to go and look at it. The former vice president has had his share of political troubles because of past speeches. Yeah, and that's what he's worried about. The fact that he said some shit that's come back to bite him in the fucking ass. Biden ran for president in 1988, but dropped out due to plagiarism scandal. What, is he afraid of more plagiarism? I'm sure he plagiarized a lot of fucking shit. But I don't think that's his real worry. He was exposed for using without credit lines from British Labour Party leader Neil Kinnock in one of his speeches. Speeches have also been problematic for politicians when private remarks to elite supporters or patrons clash with their public persona. Oh, so what you're saying is basically the people who are fucking stuffing his pockets with money, he's afraid that what he said to them might come out and show that he's a two-faced, lying, backstabbing piece of shit who's using that he used his constituents for votes to get in office to pass shit that they wanted? Huh. Well, no shit. That's why a lot of these people don't want that are in politics. They don't want the speeches and stuff like that they've given to the people who buy them to get out to the general public. Because if the general public heard the shit that they told them that they're going to do because they're getting money from them, the general public will go, no, fuck you, and vote them out of office. Hillary Clinton, the 2016 Democratic presidential nominee, faced calls to release the private paid speeches to Goldman Sachs. Well, of course. But it's more than just that. This is like all of his private papers that they're looking at, well, not private, but all of the papers related to him operating as a senator. His speeches, notes, things like that. He does not want that released to the public when it should be a matter of public record because he's scared of it. And it's smart of Trump and his campaign and his supporters and, say, Bernie supporters to go after him on this. Anyone who's got a problem with Biden should be going after him on this because he's afraid of it. There's something in there, I got a feeling, that he thinks can sink him. And that's what he's afraid of happening. Is there something in there? He might be fucking senile. He might have dementia. But he's got enough of his fucking faculties to know that there's something in there that could royally fuck him up one wall, down the other, and then sideways, as I've already said. Biden insisted on his TV appearance that the University of Delaware should not review his records because they would not contain any information about Reed's alleged 1993 assault. Oh, really? He said personal files would only be held by the National Archives. There are no personal records in Biden's papers at the university, Biden said. So, okay, let's have the National Archives go through your personal files because they're a matter of public record. And we'll also have like all the other stuff that you have over there. We'll have them go through it and we'll see what we find. See, he doesn't want the other stuff that might not, that isn't related to Reed, that looks bad for him out there. He doesn't want anything that could be in there related to Reed out there. Basically, he's scared shitless all around. This is funny. If he just went, it's no big deal, and just left it at that, it would probably have blown over and he wouldn't be worrying right now. But see, because he is adamant about, don't look at this. You don't want to go near it. Don't touch it. Don't read it. Don't. He's making it so people want to. He is basically setting himself up to get fucked. You don't want attention drawn to something. You don't draw your attention to it, to where they can see that you're doing that. Okay? You pay it little mind as far as they can see. And you hope that shit dies down. You don't do what he did. Anyway, I think I've covered this well enough. I'm just going to leave things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.